Hi, this is Mark Carrington from markcarrington.com. This is the next in my Strategize Your Income video series about affiliate marketing. And this video it's a follow-up on why people fail. The picture down below, that's my friend Adam Payne, and he likes publishing rants when he goes off his trolley about people who are not doing well. In this case, it is a rant about why affiliate marketers fail. Now, I asked him, I really liked his rant, and I asked him for permission to actually use it for a blog post. So I've got that permission, and I've making this video as well. So if we just go across to here is his rant started as a Facebook post, and then he'd written up a blog post. So this is Adam here on the left. I met him in Japan. He's a YouTube marketer. I just want to whiz down here and just pull out the people make excuses. There's a lack of hunger. So when you're desperate, you've really got to do it. I think people have unrealistic expectations. But the main one is lack of focus and discipline. Now, at the bottom of his email, of his blog post, is he has made a video, which is he's taken out a fair amount of the swear words, and I have gone through that video and summarized them into a quick presentation. In the video, he steps back a little bit and outlines the 4 factor areas that he thinks why people fail. The first one is focus. And it's really, the words he uses is to build the discipline to focus on one thing and then get really good at it. He talks about learning how to play the guitar. If you don't focus and build a discipline, you're just not going to learn how to be good at the guitar. So that's step number 1. The second area is this whole area of overwhelm. To succeed in affiliate marketing, there are a whole bunch of things that you need to get right. I've talked about that before. And his recommendation or his advice is just to say no to things that might distract you from that focus point you've got. Or just to say no to things that you may never ever complete. And we'll talk a little bit more about overwhelm. The other phrase there is a shiny object. The third area he talks about is mentorship. He says too many people are trying to do this on their own. The reality is that there's always someone who's out there ahead of you who could well help you. It's not to tell you what to do, but just to guide you and get the directions right, to get the frameworks right. So find a mentor. And then the last one is he talks about laziness. And laziness is somewhat linked into focus and discipline, but you really have to do the work. No, this is not a get-rich scheme that you can get done with a couple of hours of work and then just hope it ticks over forever. All right, so that's Adam's summary. Let's talk a little bit about my story. I've been working in this internet marketing arena for quite a long time now, since 2012, since I had a new go at it. And I'm just going to put my story against those 4 areas that Adam laid out. Focus. I'm an ideas person. I have just too many ideas, too many niches, too many projects. So getting traction is really hard. In the last 12 to 18 months, I have been much more focused in on one project area, which is Internet Profits Partnership. And I've focused in on 1 or 2 traffic sources inside there. So things are definitely on the improve, and I'm seeing results as a result. The second area is overwhelm. I've bought my fair share of shiny objects and quite a few training programs. A special weakness for me is the whole area of automation tools. I'm a technologist. I'm a technology guy. I like to see the potential of automating stuff rather than sitting behind a computer doing it myself. And the reality of almost all those shiny objects, I've never fully completed any of them other than what I've done at Internet Profits. The third area is mentorship. This is an area that I've just not done well enough. I've had a few mentors along the way. I haven't followed up hard enough on them, and unfortunately some of them haven't moved well enough, and I've grown out past what they can do for me. The last area is the whole area of laziness. That's not an issue here. I'm awake 12, 14, 16 hours a day sitting alongside this computer, and so laziness is not an issue. The issue for me is much more a function of how many hours there are in a day and how to get good processes running so that I can really get good value out of the time that I'm allocating. In the last 18 months, so on a journey that started in 2012 up to 2018, pick up internet profits at the end of 2018. Alongside that, I went back to doing what paid me the best, is to focus in on my investing work and blogging about investing. And that was a smart move because it took me getting back to doing what I do really well, but it hasn't really helped on my internet marketing journey or my affiliate marketing journey. Now I want to take a step back in the same way that Adam did as to why I think people fail. And so just borrowing those ideas of focus, overwhelm, mentorship, and laziness is, I think there's actually a bigger picture up here. Is the first one, and I've talked about this so many times, is people do not have a strategic framework. Very few people or nobody teaches this. And the result is that people have no strategic focus or product focus. I've suffered from no product focus, but I certainly had a strategic focus. The second one is that people get taken in by the shiny object salesman and their NLP selling techniques. And what those techniques do is they actually create the unreasonable expectations. So people are expecting to get results for very little work because the shiny object salesman convinced them that that was going to be the case. The third area is, and I've certainly experienced this a lot, is shoddy products. So the products that do not work as promised, or do not keep up with the changes in the environment or in the way the internet is evolving and the way internet marketing is evolving. So that leaves you with a trail of failed projects. And much worse, it smashes your motivation. It smashes your morale. It makes you want to give up. And then the fourth area in a step back is that people do not have clear processes about all the things that you need to have in place to get this up and running and to keep it scaling and to keep it ticking over like an engine. And again, very few people teach how to do this. So the projects that you start with your shiny objects do not flow together. And then when things don't quite go well because your processes aren't clear, is you grab for the next shiny object. So the lesson I have is to get a framework, to get a strategic framework in place, one that you understand, and deploy what you need only when you need it. So I'm going to talk about the strategic framework. You've seen this before. I put this together 4 or 5 years ago. And we start here on the left-hand side with some combination of your skill, your knowledge, and your passion and your energy. And you've got to bring those together into strategic focus and into a product focus so that you are very precise about what it is that you're aiming for, whether your strategic focus is affiliate marketing and your product focus is checklists or email marketing or list building, whatever the focus is, keep it in tight. And then the steps to deliver the promise, which are all the technical internet things go in here. All the technical internet things go in here. There are a bunch of marketing things to do with traffic, and then you've got an engine that keeps this thing turning round and round and round and getting bigger and bigger as you grow. So that's my strategic framework, and I work hard to, in recent times, in keeping those focus points, and then also just to do the things that you need to do when you need to do them, not before. Now I'm going to borrow a picture that Dean Holland, who's my Internet Profits partner, uses. He draws about this. He draws this circle, and he says these are the steps that you need to go through to build an internet marketing and affiliate marketing business. You need to capture leads. You need to follow up with an email sequence. You need to make offers to them, and you need to drive traffic. You need to find people to get into your opt-in forms, to your lead capture processes, or into your social media pages, and then build a relationship with them and keep making offers, and that will progressively result in sales. Now, to do the minimum of this, I'm going to go back to the framework. This is a chart that we've seen before. The strategic process: pick a niche, pick a product that you're going to promote, and all that you need to deliver that is you need an email list. So you need an autoresponder. You need a lead magnet or a bribe to get people to opt in. You do need to have, for your email list, you do need to have a professional email address, for which means you do need to have your own domain, and you do need to do mail forwarding to get your domain email into your email service. You need to have some products to offer as a bribe when you're promoting these products so that you can offer a bonus as well. And you will need to have a way of delivering your bonus offer when somebody buys a product from you, which is what we call a bridge page. And also you'll need a bridge page when people opt in here, they go to your bridge page. And then for that, you'll need some sort of page builder and some sort of hosting. And quite frankly, that's all the shiny objects you actually need to get started and to get moving. And these are the really important ones. Unfortunately, the shiny object salesman is very keen to persuade you that there are a bunch of things over here you might need, and there are a bunch of things over here you might need. But until you've got these things going here, this is just going to reinforce why you are already failing and why you will continue to fail. So let's just go back to that lesson: is get a strategic framework and deploy what you need only when you need it. And the focus point for what you need only when you need it is the tools that will help you get traffic, build your email list, build your follow-up sequences, and make offers and add bonuses to offers to make your offers look more attractive than anybody else's offers. Everything else is ancillary to this process. So I wish you good luck, and thanks for your attention.